shall be followed. You don't have to haunt this. Your worst decisions will haunt you. Learn from your mistakes. Right.
Jesus. Okay. Sorry, we're talking too much and being excited. All right, guys. So we're getting into bands, picks and bands. I am excited. This is going to be really good teams against each other. This is semifinals. ECPI Rams versus DownRiver Gaming. We'll just call them DRG for the sake of not saying word salad. The bands, we did get the Heimerdinger, the Riven, and the Morgana. Now, the Morgana was something, it's like Phoenix Fire's his favorite champion, and Heimerdinger is something that I Still Love You has been playing constantly. And we've seen him play like every single tournament. Ooh, and we get the Xayah pick? Oh, no. Now, Xayah isn't necessarily bad, but like, I was talking about this. I mean, Xayah Rakan is going to be good, and that's something I've seen them play a lot. That was like threatening before in the last patch, like before we had the big updates to the elemental drakes. But Nautilus is a good pick. I think they're going to get like Nautilus, Lucian, or Nautilus, Caitlyn. Now I know Hodder does not like he doesn't think his Caitlyn's that good, but I think Caitlyn is just too. Oh, Caitlyn's banned. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Ignore me, guys. So we'll probably get Lucian or no. I don't agree with this. Don't do this. I don't think Kais is that bad, but I feel like the Lucian would have been a stronger pick here. Oh, wait. No, Lucian's banned too. I hate this. I'm sorry, guys. This is why I should be aware of all this. All right. Well, that makes sense. I think Misfortune probably would have been better because Misfortune's really strong. Or Aphelios. I would have liked
Yeah,
Aphelios.
I actually was really surprised that they didn't pick Aphelios because Hodder has been spamming that champ. Very interesting, though.
I gotta slow down. I'm too spazzy right now. I haven't even had any caffeine. Ooh! And so they did decide to go for the Zed. Now, previously when I had played with them like months ago against their team, like we were so scared of like the Zed because we didn't want them to have the Zed, but our team wasn't nearly as good. We had randos playing with us when we played with Nick like that first time. So now that they have a more consistent team now I know Daniel wasn't meant to play with them. They were supposed to have someone else, but they kind of bailed on him last second. Daniel, Key, and Hodder all play together, and then Puppey and Squirk are brothers, and they play together all the time. But Puppey has been playing with Hodder and Key consistently, so those four kind of have good synergy, and Squirk has been a pretty solid support. I think this isn't going to be as big of a stomp as this would have been if I was on with some randoms.
Yeah, and actually, this is very exciting to see the mid matchup because Keith on one of his signature champs, Cassio, and then Zedderoof, obviously Zedder on Zed, right? So gonna see these two mid laners playing what they're absolutely phenomenal at. So that's gonna be an awesome matchup, I think.
Yeah, I think that's both probably their best mid laners. I know Key also does very well on Rise, but I like how we got the top lane bands like Mordekaiser and Kled, but also the jungle bands for Kayn and Rek'Sai. And I know that Puppey is a very good Rek'Sai, but Puppey is so diverse. Now, this is also a pro Smash player as well. This is someone that you will not be able to ban him out. He's kind of like one tricks, but he plays very well on all the champions that he does play.
Yeah. Oh. And honestly, I would be more worried about Puppey's Graves right now because he's been playing that a lot.
That is a great point, actually. I know they just played that in their last match, too. I wonder why they didn't ban the Graves. I think the Graves would be really good here against Zed, against Warwick. I think, Olaf. The Olaf was the other one that I think he was going to pick. Okay, both great. Shen does very well, I think, against most laners. Now, the last pick is the top laner, so it is a little worrisome because Daniel, well, he's comfortable in Shen. He gets the Vladimir. Oh, no.
Very, very... very tough matchup. Vladimir is just kind of a lane bully, kind of just that being ranged into a melee and very hard to gank.
The other thing about this is that Daniel absolutely hates Vladimir. He's not enjoyable to play against. I'm not a big fan of playing against Vladimir. I don't think it's I'm not really experienced in playing against good Vladimirs, so they do all this damage out of nowhere, and I'm like, E, Q, then they go into the pool, they're doing more damage. I'm like, what's happening? All this speed ups. So Daniel's going to have to try and hold his own. He isn't a top laner normally, he is a jungler, so it will be interesting to see how he does hold his own in that matchup. And if we could go back to the screen, because I want to see what everyone else has. I kind of remember what everything was, but I want to see what all the champions were again, just to kind of look at the drafts. So I do think overall the team of DownRiver or DRG does have a better draft. I feel like it's going to scale in very well as long as Casio can handle the Zed and as long as Shen can handle this Vladimir. I don't think the Xayah is like will scale in. Xayah Rakan is a strong lane together, and we've seen Phoenix Fire play Rakan a lot with Xayah. But Kai'Sa and Nautilus like has I think more damage potential early game, and Hotter on Kai'Sa has performed phenomenally before. So I think it's going to hit a point where Kai'Sa and Cassiopeia will probably, they had to deal with the burst of Vladimir and Zed, but they have so many ways to survive with like the shield from Tear the Goddess or with Seraphs for Cassiopeia and the ultimate shield for Kai'Sa and the extra healing she'll get. And probably we'll probably get a Knight's Vow for Nautilus on Kai'Sa too. So we'll see. I think the side of ECPI needs to play more to that mid-game spike with their level 6s with Vladimir and Zed. However, you've got Shen. There's always the threat of a Shen ult.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just going to be very interesting to see. We haven't seen Jam Pod's Vladimir, so it's just one of those champs that out of nowhere just does a ton of damage. But I don't know. It's be an interesting matchup. Definitely. I definitely do like the team comp of DownRiver more so than ECPI, but. Good champs all across the board, really.
It seems like an outplay type comp because there's no big CC. You've got the Warwick Infinite Duress. You've got Rakan, the quickening into his, W, like getting a multi-chain charm and knock up, and maybe a Xayah root. However, you've got Cassio ult. You've got Nautilus knock up with his Q and his root. And his ultimate, and then you've got Shen taunt along with like Olaf just running you down. And Olaf, I think this is going to be a thing where Olaf will more than likely run down the Xayah, or if the Zed overcommits, probably just taking out the Zed. Olaf does, I think, pretty well against Warwick, and they'll probably fight each other pretty consistently because they both have like built-in lifesteal. Olaf with his W and Warwick with his passive. So I still feel like the CC, like one good CC chain from Cassio and Shen can end both Zed and Vladimir. Zed or Ufu will have to play, I think, very phenomenally to like be able to like juke around all those things. But I haven't seen his Zed in a tournament yet besides kind of like more for fun games. Like both these teams are very good.
Right.
So I will be I feel like this is going to go even or it's going to be a stomp, because the Vladimir, again, if they are more solo like lane or solo queue type champions, if they do start winning their lanes early, then there's not much that Puppey is going to be able to do to like keep them in if they can't win individually.
Should be an exciting one. I don't know. We just have to see how it plays out. Nothing, no crazy summoner spells. So I guess the next thing to look at is their skins.
Yeah, it's got to be the skins and it's got to be their runes because there's always like interesting runes.
I'll be interested to see if Keith runs the Conqueror Cassio or if he goes Phase Rush. I would assume in a Zed you'd probably want to go Phase Rush maybe to be able to kite him out. Because you won't really have long extended battles to where... I'm not sure. Okay.
We'll see. So we did get the Conqueror. I feel like the Conqueror is for that little bit of extra healing, and this is something I saw in the tournament that I casted last night at MagFest, where it was the Challenger Cassio was going against Kiana, and the extra bit of healing from Conqueror was able to keep her with the Twin Fang healing and with the Conqueror healing to keep her from being that kind of assassination range.
Okay, makes sense.
I don't know if we're going to get any early invade. And also, Cassio is like huge bully early game. The way he plays this early game will be very important in keeping Zed from being able to roam. That's the thing. That Zed or Oof is a roamer. He will constantly roam. So we're getting a mid lane. They're all going mid lane. Zed will he's going to spot them out.
So a 5-point start from the side of ECPI. And
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Gonna get that early ward onto the part of the banana bush, and they drop again another early ward onto the blue of ECPI Rams.
You see Warwick looking like he's trying to sneak into the jungle and drop a ward as well. He might be a little bit late though. He might get caught out here.
Warwick is he gonna? Okay, Puppey's not gonna throw any extra Qs. It would cost him more mana than it might be worth.
He did get his ward down though. Yeah, that was close.
They're all typing each other. No, have fun. Nah, no one has fun here. This is for serious gaming. I forget what everyone wins, but they win things. Who's looking at that? Matt, it's good. They already had it all set up. I don't think they can see that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. It's just the supports, right?
Yeah, just the supports. The supports don't matter. Again, so we have a double, like, opposite side start and letting the bot lanes get to their lane pretty early. I've seen that these better teams in our area. This seems very consistent to where they like to let their bottom lanes get to their lanes normally. I'm curious why that is. Maybe it's for Olaf's mana. Maybe it's because red buff is just really good for Warwick's clear and regen. I'm always so curious. I want to talk to them about that. Why each of these better teams do this so much. It's going to be fun for Daniel trying to survive against Vlad if he's just poking over and over. Now, Vlad doesn't have Klepto anymore, so he can't just constantly poke you out and great extra just potions and whatnot. Getting the level 2 first from the side of Rams. We're going to get a lot of damage onto Squirk here. I think the step up from him was not the most informed thing. Like, you know that, like, at least being a more experienced bot lane, you guys should be aware that you're hitting level 2 off of that third melee, so I don't know. I think that was a huge miss, but just losing that much health that early too, it makes it so much harder for Nautilus to get any angles, so I think you be very careful.
It's the electrocute proc off on Zed. Good amount of damage there. Well, Daniel did go for inspiration for his biscuit second.
Daniel getting some good damage onto GM Prada now. He like literally half health them. That was way more. I mean, I know Shen does a lot of damage earlier, but that was just an impressive amount. If he gets another taunt like that, he could possibly get a kill.
Yeah, being able to get that taunt off before the pull comes in is going to be huge for that matchup.
I think GM Pod, he's going to be like, okay, that just happened. I need to be faster with my fingers. But still, there's a lot of damage that he can do even if he doesn't hit the...
We see Olaf snaking around. He's going to might meet the
Warwick.
Here. I don't know if Warwick just snuck the Scuttle Crab or...
Can't tell. No, Scuttle Crab is still up, so I believe that they're trying to get prio for bot lane right now.
Olaf's able to get this Scuttle Crab there. That's top Crab's still alive as well.
Like the damage that he is trading back with Zed Oof every time he steps up, like throwing out that shadow and then the shuriken. It can do a lot of damage, but because of the extra healing from Twin Fangs, it stops Zed from keeping her out of lane. All right, extra damage. So it does get the taunt off. I don't think Warwick's going to be able to get the kill here. Wait, we're going to get extra Q damage from GM Pod, but Shen is such a tanky champion, and the Olaf was walking up.
Olaf able to secure the second Scuttle Crab, too. That's huge for the early game.
Yeah, 31 gold. Like, the Olaf is putting so much pressure onto this Warwick right now. I think Warwick is good. He's really good in this meta, but he's not playing, I think, to his advantages with, like, his laners. Like, there seems to be a little bit of a disconnect because you see Olaf traveling with the Shen. He traveled with the Cassio for the other one, and Shen is just doing what he needs to do. Oh, missing the cannon. Feels bad. Engage onto Hodder. Hodder doesn't get rooted up there. They're doing a lot of damage back onto the Rakan.
Really good trade there, I'd say, for the side of DownRiver.
DRG, they're holding their own here. I think... Now top side is going to be the biggest discrepancy because it's Shen into the Vladimir early game, but this Shen, I think once he's going to go for Spectre's Cowl first. He has to go Spectre's Cowl because he needs to be able to survive long enough to, get farm to stay in lane. He can't be getting shoved out of lane or being poked out. Well, his damage is getting bigger and bigger from Zed poke onto Key. And he does have TP, so I think at a certain point, once that tier is ready, I think he will more than likely go back.
Zed is down to one health potion, so he's been able to poke him down as well.
All right, there's the shove-in. Warwick is not down here, so I don't foresee a dive coming up. Maybe some extra damage as like Nick or Hodder goes for farm. Does get the execute off. Olaf is coming down as well, so I think, yeah, Rams will just walk this out. Not gonna go for anything crazy.
First Drake has spawned, being the Mountain Dragon, so Olaf so good at taking those level 4s.
It is so difficult for Daniel to get farm right now.
Potential roam coming in from Zedaru here.
Very dangerous. Zedaru can do a lot of damage. If they step up too far and they get that one knockup from Phoenix Fire, this is very dangerous. And he's right there on the other side.
Looks like he should be spotted on a ward unless there's a
no, that one means they got vision of him. So he's going to take a step back here. Oh, I see. Squirk goes for the hook as soon as he backs away.
Cassio and Olaf collapsing under this Mountain Dragon right now.
I think that, yeah, they're going to choose to prioritize the Dragon because getting the Dragon as early as possible and getting like early Mountain Souls is important for early pressure. And the extra armor and magic resist onto Olaf. They know that Zed backed. They haven't seen, they have a ward deeper into Warwick's jungles. I believe they might have spotted him.
First Dragon going to go to the side of DRG, really big. Very small gold lead inside of ECPI. Very, very small.
Yeah, that's all coming from at this point. There's around 20 CS difference in the top lane. Hopefully Shen can get some items to hold him into lane longer. The Spectre Tau, like getting that rush will be very important. But at this point, I think the Shen will be an ult bot for the Kaisa.
So Vlad's going to come back to lane with a couple of items.
Half health on from the Zed to Cass. Puppet is right now, but he does have the blue buff. No, with the Vladimir collapsing on him, he's not going to get that crab.
Keith did pick up a cloth armor in the mid lane to help out with that damage as well.
Yeah, and the extra health he'll be getting from Twin Fang should keep him like relatively healthy. Puppet's going to take out this ward, walk it out from the Vlad. Now Zedder Oof could go in here. He is going to go in. He does get the ult. The back step from Zedder Oof. He's going to be... Oh, the last minute ult from the Shen. Great job. He can TV back into his lane too.
That's the Ignite Flash going down for Zedder Oof as well.
Very good. I think that is way more worth. I was like, great job on Daniel keeping him alive there. He might try and come in. He's going to take an extra turret shot. I think Shen possibly could have... Oh, wait. Shen opted to go for an Executioner's Calling and the magic resist. I kind of like that. Because that's extra auto attack damage. I mean, Shen does a lot more damage than I think people expect, so that's unexpected for me. Oh, and he got a Negatron off of that. Yeah,
he hadn't backed yet, and so really that burning that ult to save Keith, and then he had wave push already pushed in, so he's not going to lose too much off of it. And he's holding his TP as well.
Oh, I'm just those items. They're just so strange to me, but they're so smart, and I think this will turn out very well. We'll see. Now that it's also just the extra stats from the Mountain Drake, the extra what I think 5% armor.
Yeah, I don't remember I believe that's about it. 5% for both armor.
Well, Daniel needs to be careful here. Wait, that was a lot of extra damage from the Vlad. Daniel needs to not step up. He doesn't have any potions left, so anytime he is stepping up, he's gonna be punished hard. I do think I like that he went the Negatron. However, I think it might have been smarter for him to go do some potions just to stay alive in this lane.
I could see that as well.
Now the CS difference is growing for the mid lane. The Zed is down or up almost around 20 CS now. Bot lane's pretty even, so I wonder. I wonder if he is going to be able to get back into this. He does have the double cloth armor. Maybe they'll get some kills. Wow, that axe does so much damage. But there's some scaling. There's a lot of scaling in here with both Cassiopeia and Kaisa. They didn't get the knockup. They didn't get the hook onto him. And Potter's going to have to use the ult to get the shield here. There's a lot of damage going on. And Olaf is here. We're going to get TP from the Vlad, and the Warwick is coming as well. The Infinite Duress does miss onto Nick, and then, oh, Warwick just barely lives. You see the flash? Axe onto the Warwick, and Olaf is still doing a lot of damage here. The Nautilus is taking out the Kaisa and the Xayah in the backline, and he's not going to be able to do enough. Cassiopeia is down here. There's the ult from the Zed onto the Nautilus. And Cassiopeia is still going. She's very strong. She gets the last Twin Fangs onto the Rakan, and that's a 2-for-2 trade.
And right there also, we saw the Vladimir TP coming in, but Shin was able to cancel it as well, so him not being able to join the fight was pretty big there.
Great job, Daniel just keeping... Oh, might get some extra damage. Under tower. Wait a minute. Oh, great job, Daniel. He is behind a lot of farm, but oh, Hodder might have overstayed his welcome here. There's double buffs from Zedder Oof, and he gets taken down.
Yeah, a little bit of greed. You really need to see that.
So we'll have to see what... Now, I'm glad that Daniel was able to stop, because that's something that kept that fight from going a lot more skewed in favor of Rams. And I'm glad that Rams held that off with Zed. Zed played that so phenomenally, and I think he played that very well too. But there's still this huge farm difference for the top lane, and Shen's gonna keep getting like weaker and weaker, whereas this Vlad's gonna get stronger and stronger. He's able to hold that fight, but once Vlad's in a fight, how much different is it gonna go?
Alright, Infernal's spawning here, so another game where looks like we're not gonna get the Infernals.
It's gonna be Ocean or Cloud. It's probably gonna be Cloud. Or no, wait, the first one was Ocean. So it's gonna be. Wait.
First one was Mountain.
First one was Mountain?
Yep.
Oh, no, it was Mountain. You're right. So we're getting either Cloud or
Ocean.
Or Ocean. Okay. I want Ocean. I don't want to see Cloud again. I'm so tired of Cloud.
10%.
It's boring. I want to see water everywhere. I want to see people in the bushes.
Yeah, that is so much.
Interesting trade that Daniel's taking here.
He's about to get his powered Q up though.
He does have a lot of damage. He's not going to take that damage. Wow. Daniel, like, actually swinging back right now.
Yeah, surprisingly didn't take that much damage.
Yeah.
He's gotten 2 daggers as well.
Oh, wait. Okay, Phoenix Fire almost got caught out there. There's the W, the pull. I think Daniel needs to focus on clearing this lane. He knows that Vladimir doesn't have his TP, so he needs to just catch up on the CS right now. He knows he's going to go for that Wit's End first, so he has a little bit of extra damage from the attack speed as well. But Shen does have his ult. Vladimir's not going to be able to follow up. Vladimir's going to have to try and make a play here. They're just looking for, wait, extra damage onto the Zed. And that pokes him down to halfway.
That's to secure the Inferno for him. Another
Daniel is doing so much damage. The pod can't fight back. He keeps losing because of these grievous wounds. All right, so
I believe his pull's down.
There was the ult, yeah. Daniel doesn't have flash, but he's doing a great job in just controlling this lane. GMPod's going for that last. Oh, he took so much damage from the slow, and he's almost dead. Another fight in the mid. Zed versus the Key.
Cassio's
He gets the
winning this
ult
fight.
onto Key, and Key takes him down 1v1. Now you're going. Oh, and there's no flash on the other side.
Drops the flash.
Great job on DRG on Daniel. Just like these items, the item pick has kept him in this entire line, even though he's down so much CS. And Puppey's jungle path has been keeping everyone, getting both the dragons, being bot when he needs to, being mid when he needs to. He's everywhere on this map. I don't even know where this work has been half the time. And if we look at the wards too, we see that blue side, there are 4 different control wards right now set up so they can keep vision. Olaf is trying to take this Rift Herald, but he's going to have a fight with the Warwick. I don't know if he's going to win this without any mana. There is the damage reduction. He ults immediately, so he doesn't get Inferno Duress, and there's the ultimate from Shen.
Warwick's just going to back off, and he's going to give up this Rift Herald.
Yeah.
Another objective. A crab spawns as well.
He's going to get the extra mana from that, too. He can also hit... Oh, it is going to be an Ocean Drake, which is, I think, even better for... well, both sides, but it looks really good for DRG because now Daniel and Puppey have extra ways to stay alive. There's just extra healing from the honeydew plants that spawn.
And then we see Cassio finishes the Hourglass first. Pretty good item for Cassio into Zed for sure. Any champ really.
Zed or Oof not going to be able to one-shot in the same way. He did decide to opt into the Ghost Blade first, so he's probably looking for these rushes. There is the pull instantly from GM Pod, but now he doesn't have that escape. He shouldn't have his ult, or actually his ult is up. Shen might be able to win this. He's doing so much more damage. I'm never expecting it. He might get an instant. Oh, and then we're going to get the fear on the Key. There's no way he was going to be able to get out of that. Great roam from Phoenix Fire.
So yeah, we saw the Rakan and Xayah were able to take their red buff and roll off, and then the Rakan was able to just...
I want to see more roams from that, from Phoenix Fire on that too, because I think if you have the Zed with the Ghost Blade, if you have the Warwick who's going to get the extra movement speed from people being low health or just using his the blood set, then just have him roam. The Xayah's doing fine. She does have red. I don't know if she's going to be able to survive this. She's going to have to use her ult pretty instantly. Get the instant flash, but gets the hook by Squirt. What a great hook. This is a 2v2. I don't think that Phoenix Fire is going to win this. They need to go onto this Warwick right now. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. They're keeping track of Zed. Great job. Being very cognizant.
Olaf does spawn the Rift Herald. I don't know if that was a misclick. He spawned it way back there, but it's going to push up eventually.
Now, giving that red buff over to Hodder, and it is past 15 minutes, and it doesn't, I don't think, yeah, no first tower has gone down. If they can get this first tower gold over to Hodder, that's just so much extra damage. Now, Phoenix Fire does try and get the knockup onto Hodder, but the Kaisa is fine. Takes a step back with her E. We're good. And we see the Olaf posturing down here. Zed is following him. I don't know if Olaf's going to be able to take him on 1v1. He does almost have the Black Cleaver, though. Oh!
Olaf's had to flash out.
Yeah, he did flash out. I think we're going to see probably TP top for Shen to match this push by GM Pod. Alright, So the taunt was missed. All right, so Daniel's going to have to take a step back out here. He's going to have to fight back. There's no way he's going to be able to survive. Oh.
Ball there. Level 11. Vladimir, 2 points in R. Oh, Daniel did end up going with the Wits End.
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Yeah, no, going for the Wits End because the extra healing when he's low and just the extra magic resist and damage, it makes it more impactful in fights rather than just being some like mega tank. So that was first turret going down over to the Vladimir. The Vladimir is a huge threat at this point.
Finishing the Proto Belt. Ocean Drake spawning in 45 seconds. The Warwick's gonna get a reset off here, and so is the Vladimir and Zed. So they're all gonna
gonna reset. There is the TP out of the Vlad, so I wonder. Yeah, the Dragon's not gonna be up for a little bit, so they're all gonna be able to run down and posture for this Dragon. There is the Dust Blade onto the Vlad, or not the Vlad. The Zed. And we're looking at Warwick too. Like Warwick has a decent amount of items, decent amount of bulk. So I wonder if we're gonna get some sort of cheese here from Squirk and Hodder. We know that Zaya did use her ult, but yeah, she's back up. She doesn't have her flash.
Yeah, they're about to get collapsed on if they stay too long.
We're gonna get a hook onto. Oh wow, he just decides to auto him. I wonder if this works. Oh no! And Hodder just very greedy on the auto attack. All 5 members from Rams. I'm curious why he decided to not have Squirk go in first. I think it kind of shot, or Hodder shot, you know, released the trigger a little too early.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure. It was a misclick or bad communication, obviously.
So that is 2 dragons to 1 right now. Now we have the Ocean on Rams, and that Ocean's gonna, I think, help them out a lot because any of the exchanges that. Oh wow, we get the instant ult and everything onto Key. He does have his Zanya's, and Zedroof is gonna try and go for that last auto. We get the ult onto. Wait, Vlad, is he gonna heal? Taunt from the Shen. Great job, Daniel coming out there at the last second. If they would have been able to keep him alive there, that might have been helpful. But Zed, he's trying to go for the last bit of damage. Vlad stay there. A little overcommitment. I think that's a little worthwhile trade. All up is might go down here. He does not have enough mana. It doesn't have his ult, so he's gonna try and fight back. Daniel decides not to go in.
Almost there in time for the 2v2, but
Daniel, this is like something I've noticed with what he's last hitting too. He's last hitting, and they're always living with just like 1 health, and I think he is just trying to push just a little too hard. So there is around it looks like about 2.5k gold difference for both sides. Now, Hodder is still very strong, even though he did make that misplay with stepping up and autoing the fork and just getting ulted. I think he should have let Nautilus or Squirk on Nautilus, you know, step up, take any sort of CC, but he's still going to do a lot of damage. He just has to watch for these picks from Zed. Daniel wants this fight. He does have armor boots, but the magic resist isn't going to help him that much. It'll do a lot of damage to Zedroof, but I don't think in the long run those fights are going to go in the favor of Zedroof. You see Zed, it looks like he's trying to just take Puppey's farm right now.
Gets one of them, it looks like.
Yeah, 1 baby Krug. Trying to step up, being self-aware, like using his movement speed a little early so that way he doesn't get caught out. Oh, he's deciding to do just some damage onto Vladimir. Chunks to around 50%. Walking up, he's gonna have to try and Oh, wait. I'm going to use the taunt after this. Wait, and Daniel might actually take him out here. He's going to take the extra damage. Oh, that last little dash.
Oh, okay, well, the trade kills in the top lane, so not awful. And then you got Kaisa and Nautilus trying to run down to the Zed, but they're not going to catch the Zed.
These top laners scrapping, just sacrificing themselves.
Really? It's exciting stuff. Kaisa did just finish the Rage Blade here and Berserker Greaves, so should have what does that give you? Evolved Q and almost your E?
I believe it. I believe it is the E. With this, because the Storm Razor gives a little bit of attack speed too.
Yeah.
So she should have both her Q and her E done. Then W more than likely will go for Nashers, or I personally think she should go for the Zanya's next.
I agree with that.
I think getting a stopwatch early is super good, and then just having the ability to consistently deal with Zed's ultimate, because she can pre Zanya's instead of like taking any extra damage, because he's gonna spam all his abilities in that first little like dash. Setting up for another dragon. This is gonna be very important, because if DRG can get this third one, you know, then they're set up to get the Ocean Soul, and having Ocean Soul for all these champions like Daniel benefits from Shen having a little bit extra sustain. No, all the champions always benefit from the sustain, but having that extra health against an assassin specifically, I think is important, because Cassiopeia wants the long extended fights because of Conqueror. See, they keep clearing the wards out, trying to deny as much vision as possible. And now Shen does have flash up right here. If he can get a good flash stun or flash taunt onto multiple members, or even just like a crucial member for Rams, and they're stepped up. Like Shen could possibly go in here, I think.
Kaisa does, or Cassia does have her R's, so in a tight corridor like this, big R's do happen.
See the Zed trying to go for the flank. They did start the Ocean Drake, and Zed's going to sit behind here. He's not going to go in until they see them like out of position. And now we're going to get the Dragon Fight here. I think Shen needs to go in. The flash from Olaf. Oh, blue team does get it. Let's see. There is so much going on in this fight. There is a multiple knockup on the side of DRG. Kaisa does shut down the Warwick. The Zed is now going onto Kaisa. Kaisa used the ultimate shield to get out of there. And now Cassiopeia is going to try and peel out of this fight. She's going to be taken down, but I think that was good for Puppet and Kaisa to get out of that fight. That was looks like 3-for-1. Getting the dragon as well, I think that's really important. And that just sets them up for getting Ocean Soul.
Just know, neither jungler got the smite off.
Yeah,
there. That
it was
all
the Cass.
Cassio.
I swear that if they come in here after the spectator delay or before the game ends and tell me what happened, I'm mad. I want the surprise. But I'll probably tell if they come in here and they're hype at all. Oh, we are getting to like a nervous part of the game. Oh, it looks like I think Kaisa's opting in to go probably into Runins. More attack speed, more impact in the fight AoE-wise. You know, Cass is still doing casting. She needs to stack up this tier or get the Seraphs as fast as she can to have, I think, a little more impact in these fights. But I do want to say, the Xayah is 3-1-4, has the IE, has the Essence Reaver. She is a huge threat once she gets those, gets that lethal tempo going and just starts shredding through with her feathers. The Zed is kind of like hitting a cap point, because he only has, looks like he's building into Black Cleaver. He finishes the Fade, but he has kind of, you know, stopped a little bit with how effective he's been.
The Vladimir getting the Spellbinder as well, and has a stopwatch of their own, so power built into that hourglass.
Daniel's walking up here. Now Daniel still does have his flash. Cass still has flash. Zed has flash. There's a bunch of flashes everywhere. The flashes that are, I think, most crucial is Xayah not having flash and Kaisa having flash. So the next big fight, I think, is either going around Baron or the next dragon. I personally, if I was both sides, I would probably want to posture for this dragon, make sure that the other side does not get the dragon. But it looks like more positioning for Baron. He might get a chase down in GM pod. Oh, I thought we might have gotten an ult, like, trade back. the benefit of playing Cass. So now she's at the point where she consistently can heal up with her Twin Fangs no matter what the poke is. So she should be fine whatever lane she gets into.
And just recently got the Seraph's Embrace.
One extra shield.
Yep.
So funny. Now, what are we looking for in these next fights? Because I feel like the big thing here is where is this Zed going to be at in the fight and where the Kais is at in the fight. Because I don't think it's going to be the easiest thing to get onto the Xayah, and so Xayah as well. Those are like the big three I'm looking at. I think Cass is going to be like, you know, spitting out fangs and whatnot, but Xayah, or I guess the mid laner and bot laner, yeah, they're positioning, you know. Vlad's going to be doing his thing. Cass will be doing her thing as well, but, you know, these ADs are really cool characters. They have to play very well. And we see the stopwatch. This next fight is going to go very well if we can get the stopwatch bait on Nick, or Hunter.
She's got a brief numbers advantage here for ECPI. 4 in the mid lane. You got Shen and Cassio both collapsing from the sides. So just roaming together, getting that vision down. Maybe setting up for Baron, or at least trying to pre-set up, pre-ward for Baron.
So it's nerve-wracking. I think that it's going to go for Dragon because we're going to want the Dragon. So they are going in onto them. There is the ultimate from Phoenix Fire, but Cassiopeia, she does have everything up, and this is actually decent position. There is the ult onto Hodder on top of the Shen ultimate.
The R.
Ward didn't get the R, and then, oh, there's the flash away, and Hodder is fine. Everyone is pretty alive. Cassiopeia is doing so much damage. She can kill the jungler here. With the miasma, they're poked out so low. I think that turned out so much better for DRG. Hodder getting the Shen ult and the stopwatch helped out so much. We have no ult from Phoenix Fire anymore, so we don't have any threat of some crazy engage. This is very scary. It's all gonna be getting this Ocean Soul. It is so important.
Looks like Cassio did use her R on the ward.
Okay, decides he actually gets him. He's not able to get around. Oh, Zedero gets taken down. There is a multiple taunt. You see Puppet taking some steps back. Hodder's taking so much extra damage, but Cassiopeia is fine. She's peeling everyone off.
Oh, this Vladimir is so big right now, though.
Puppet's trying to run away. He does flash. Oh, no. It's going to have to be on Cass to save this. Oh, and she didn't know. And then that should definitely be the Ocean Break. There's the TP in from, looks like Shen. I don't think this is what he wants. I think you just let them have it. It's third dragon, second dragon. Nick is still trying to, or Hodder's still trying to get out here. He's gonna have to execute himself, but he's gonna be found out by Warwick. And he runs into the turret as well. I'm not sure what was going on with that, but that could be a possible setup for Baron. And he's down for 40 seconds. So now I think everyone needs to be looking to get to themselves to 16, or the big characters that are at 16. Like Daniel's almost 16, Zed is 16. I can't see what level Cass is, but I'm sure she should be 16. We'll see. Oh, she's 15, so she needs to hit 16. So the top of the mid laners are going to want 16 right here. Squirk's trying to get some vision. He should probably hit, well, I guess he didn't want to hit the plant for the sake of, or the risk of getting hit by Warwick ult. No 16 yet. Vlad is 16. There is that big, you know, having level 3 of your ultimate could be the crucial, you know, breaking point in this next fight. I don't know if Squirk is, if they're looking for an engage onto the ward right here. They are trying to peel off. There is the engage onto Hodder, and Hodder is just ulted. He can't do anything right here. He does have the shield, and Cass is on the backline protecting against the ward. Ward gets shut down. Pup is going to be possibly taken down here. Cass isn't taking any damage. Zed's now into the fight.
Almost dead as well.
And Hodder's going to be taken down by that Zed ult. That was a 2-for-1. A lot of people are almost low. Key is just doing as much damage as possible, possibly almost taking down. Oh, good Zanyas. But there's so much threat from other people just hitting him. Shen still does have his ultimate. If they could get a bait play here.
Yeah, really good engage onto the ward, but not really a priority target, I'd say. It's kind of...
It's great to get the jungler because now they save themselves from like losing Baron, but... Or just having to fight over Baron, but they could still, like, Xayah is gargantuan right now. Maybe we'll get an engage here onto the Vlad. Could chase him down. He is very strong, but there looks like the phase rush from Vlad can pop. It's so scary because both these teams have ways that like one big ultimate could like make or break the game. Cassio ults multiple people, that's it. But she only ulted the Warwick there, so you lose that potential of stopping carries from just decimating your back line. And Hodder's, it looks like he's building a chain vest, so he might be opting into going into a GA for the AD rather than going into the AP kind of hybrid route.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they do have tons of AP coming through just with the Cassio itself. Like you said, Kaisa does have a little bit of AP built in there, just with her plasma procs.
He's taking a little bit of damage. GM Pod is just a huge threat. We're getting a fight. Now GM Pod, he did ignore the Nautilus ult there, but he doesn't get the ult onto anyone. He is getting taken out by Zed right now. I don't think he has the Zanyas, and he's just taking some damn shit. The Hodder is chilling in the back. There isn't any more that can be done. I think they're going to take this turret because GM Pod can run everyone down. He's just so strong. Hodder is trying to fight him right here. There's the pool. Great Zanyas from GM Pod, just baiting that out, and they should be able to take this Nexus. Ocean Drake is spawning in a minute now, or less than a minute. They need to posture for this, having both the jungler and Nautilus down. However, all of them should be up, and everyone should be able to reset enough for this next fight. See Zed, he does have his ult. He might try and look and get something onto Hodder.
So Zed is going to Zeal item. I'm not too familiar with Zed past assassin items. So what do you think of a Phantom Dancer for him diving in like that?
Phantom Dancer, just the extra shield helps out a lot. There's not many. I mean, he could go for GA, but I think he just wants that extra bit of crit and attack speed. Very nerve-wracking. They're going to get the crab here. Wait a minute. I think the Olaf stole it. Great job with that axe. They're looking for this engage, too. There's a lot of tanky people for Rams. I'm not sure if DRG is going to be able to survive like a big onslaught from this.
Cassio is 16 and does have her ult back up.
Shen might be looking for a taunt. The Xayah, also I do want to say Xayah does have the Phantom Dancer and another Zeal item. She's putting in so much work in all these fights.
And she'll be sitting on 100% crit. A lot of damage.
Getting a hook here on a priority target could be really good. I think like maybe if they did land a hook onto the Warwick. Oh, are they deciding to just fight? There was a miasma. Oh, there is the ult onto the Warwick. We're not going to be able to do anything, but the instant audience from Key. Squirk was taken down. Key is trying to fight back right now, but GM Pod is just so big. And Hodder was taken out by Zed again. And this should be very clean, very nice cleanup.
They've got supers in the base as well right now, so Olaf's got a back for that.
Yeah, Vlad's going to TP in, might be able to just take this the rest of the game. Oh, and Olaf's going to go back. I think GM Pod should be fine here. I mean, probably can do a lot of damage, but GM Pod is massive. He'll probably take both these Nexus turrets and just run out of there. Look, GM Pod doesn't have anything to worry about, and I think that should be GG.
Game there. Really, really good back and forth game. Just kind of got away from DRG there at the end, and ECPI made really good plays and extended their lead the whole time.
I think big thing here. I think both teams played very well. I think there's a big solo lane difference. Now Key was doing well, but I think Zed or Oof individually was just I don't know, playing his lane very well, but props to GM Pod, who played that so well, was doing so much damage, and just had a really intense CS difference between him and Daniel. I don't think that's something that Daniel was that comfortable with and wasn't expecting. You know, most of GM Pod is basically like a Masters tier player, so has a lot of experience playing a lot of different top laners, and I think that skill difference really showed up there because it hit a point where they could not touch the Vladimir and do enough damage to him to stop him from just murdering everyone. Zed was able to focus just on Hodder, and who else do you have there? Like, who's going to carry besides, like, you know, Cass can't kill Zed if he's just halfway across the map killing your AD, and if Cass can't really deal with the Vladimir either, you also have the strongest hell Zaya that, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, it was a good game. You know, and that's so ECPI goes on to the winners final.
Yep.
And then you see DRG is not out of the game, out of the tournament yet. You know, they can still play through the backside. So potential rematch as well. And then we've got some other really good teams still in it. The Team Kaisa and Kigamos. Winner of that game is going to play the ECPI Rams. Next game's going to be awesome. That game's going to be awesome. We got a lot of good ones coming.
I think that the Team Kaisa or Kigamos will be a good game. I am very curious because there's 2 Grandmasters, and then, I mean, like, the skill difference isn't going to be too much of a deciding factor, but we're going to see very strong, like, micro interactions in every single one of these fights. I think the macro play has been good from these top teams. It's those micro decisions of, you know, what's happening, like what ults am I choosing to dodge, or what items am I choosing to buy, and how am I sidestepping one thing, and how am I interacting with X champion, will X thing happen? So we'll see a lot of good, fun things happening.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Anyways, I think right now, guys, we are going to take another quick break while they set up for the second match of semifinals.
Yeah, we can. You want to do an interview?
Wait. Oh, okay. Who just played?
ECPI just won. So
yeah. Pod. I want the top
yeah.
laner. I want the go get GM Pod.
Slide out of here for this.
We're closing out for the end of the night, so we got dollar hot dogs. I don't know if you can.
Yeah. Oh, well, this isn't gonna matter.
Okay, yeah, because we got 5 burgers left and we got some hot dogs. Yeah.
Is everyone here now?
Yeah, they know it's that room.
Okay.
And then we still got some donuts too.
Cool.
He went inside to tell that room because we're like trying to wrap up.
We'd like to go ahead and just sit down there and put on that agenda. We're going to be
How's it going?
Hello, friend. Okay, where's this camera? Let's show the Vlad player. All right. So, who are you? Say what's your summer's
GM Pod.
name? GM Pod. Okay. And you played Vlad. What was the decision? Why did you choose to go Vlad in that game? You knew you were last pick. So, what was the thought process?
My mid laner is an assassin, AD assassin main. So whenever he got a Zed, which he normally doesn't, his name is Zed or Oof.
Yeah.
And normally it just pulls a ban. But so we got it for him, and I was like, all right, I'm going AP. I'm just gonna. I wanted to chill. I wanted to do nothing top lane, and then just come in as like scaling. So that's what I did. I just sat top lane and sort of did nothing and farmed.
Yeah, so I think that's something funny that they decided not to ban Vlad. So they know, I do know, I'm good friends with DRG. The top laner is actually jungler. I think you guys know that. Daniel normally plays jungler.
yeah.
And he wasn't expecting to play today. He hates Vlad. That is like his least favorite champion to fight against. And I thought that, I don't know if you were doing this on purpose or, because the thing is, when they were talking to me, they were like, okay, we don't care about Zed. And I was like, okay, you guys don't care about Zed. They said they had a specific thing. They didn't pick that thing for Zed. And then Zed kind of ran over Hodder, and then you ran over Shen. So, with like Shen versus Vlad, was that kind of a matchup you knew was just going to go in your favor
I
farm-wise?
knew it would be probably a farm lane.
Yeah.
Like he has to do a considerable amount to be able to have any pressure over me.
Yeah.
And it mostly requires his jungler, because if I can set a freeze, then anytime he walks up to farm, he's either getting auto attacked, or if he goes in on me, then I can just walk back under my turret and auto attack him more. And he needed his jungler to break the freeze, but his jungler was preoccupied with other lanes.
Yeah.
So, but I remember we were playing. I told my jungler, I was like, you know, I'm fine up here.
Yeah.
Just, you know, just chill, help out other teams. If you know, if there a fight comes up here, I'm probably not going to be much use because Vladimir's not too great early. But
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys decided to do that. I think it became something that, you know, it seemed like the choices of Daniel, like the itemization to kind of do was helping out and like kind of the global pressure he had. But it became a point where, this is what I kind of called early, like you guys were basically playing solo queue champions. So you hit that point where you were like 16, you had the items you needed, and you guys were just picking apart like one target at a time and, you know, what they were going to do. And you were just like, just this wall of death. Anytime they try to go in, you were just like, what's up? You took no damage. You just murdered everyone.
Normally I play like split push champions,
Mhm.
and our ADC, our shot caller, kept telling me to group up, and so that's what we did. We just grouped up, and we won every kind of 5v5 that we ran into. And when I was playing Vlad, I just felt broken. I was just going in, using my abilities, being invincible. You know.
It was like, oh god, it's like when you see a 3-star Vlad in TFT with stacked items like
at one point
Round
we were talking about how Shen went, I think he went Grievous Wounds like right away, right off the bat, and he went Wits End. And at some point he was bottom, and Sean was like, "Oh, wait a second, I can one-shot this guy."
Yeah, he did really well in that fight. I will say that. I didn't think he was going to do that much damage. But anyway, this is the thing. I asked everyone, like to know everyone's favorite champion. So who is your favorite champion and
Riven.
why? Riven. I knew. I was like, they saw that
100%
ban.
Riven.
Yeah. Why Riven?
She's fun. That's top reason. Fun, top reason. Other than that, she's always sort of viable just because she has CC.
Yeah.
But it's no fun playing her behind, but still my favorite champion.
Huh, I like it. All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview. I hope you guys do well
for having
in
me.
finals, and I look forward to casting more gameplay today.
I'm excited as well.
All right, guys. So we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back with the next match of semifinals between Team Kaiset and Kimo. So stay tuned.
They'll try, but they won't. Now that no split apart. Oh no, we're wide awake now. Our eyes are wide open. We're running this world. We're keeping it turning. We're living like giants. Yeah, giants. We're bigger than giants. We're giants. It's not that we were weak, but we coming right back. This time you're gonna see how we do it like that. We're living like giants. Yeah, giants. We're bigger than giants. We're giants. Oh, sleeping giants. Sleeping giants.
I keep on shattering time. I might just leave you behind. Homie, you stuck on rewind. You just go sleeping on mine. You got your back on recline. When I damage your delicate spine.